I'm going to introduce the first set of speakers. And the first set of speakers are going to be Madison Schiller, Lucine Gilbert, Raphael Manigault, and Andrew Furka.
Hi, everyone. So we're all really excited that you're here today to talk to you a little bit about our experiences here at CCS and what exactly it is that we do in advertising. I'm here today with Andrew, Raphael, and Lucine. My name is Madison, and I am one of the art directors here at CCS. And what that means is I come up with ideas, and then I make them come to life. But the thing is that's not what I always knew I wanted to do. High school was a really hard time for me. I was stuck with teachers that didn't understand me in classes that I absolutely hated. So the thought of going to a traditional university outside of high school really kind of made me sick. I couldn't even stomach another math or science class. So I tried to get around going to college altogether, but I was just working meaningless jobs and I really didn't feel fulfilled. So I knew that there was something else I had to do, and that's what led me to looking into going back to college. And lucky for me, I found the College for Creative Studies, a place where I could learn the way that was easiest for me and be around people who think like I do. CCS has really helped me express myself in ways that I never even knew I could. And because of them, they really help get you ready for jobs and life outside of school, which was something that was really important to me, thinking that I'm graduating, I need a job now, and CCS has helped me build the connections, the resume, and the portfolio to do so. Because of them, I had the chance to go work in London, England this summer as an art director, and then right after graduation in May, I accepted a job at Disney where I'm going to go work for a year. And thank you. And although the connections and the jobs are nice, the most important thing is they've really helped me heighten my skill set. And because of that, I have a whole portfolio of work that I can keep adding to throughout my career as an art director. And this is some of that work.
So some fabulous work done by Madison Schiller. I believe I'm the only copywriter on this stage. But I do copywriting for people like Madison, Raphael, and Andrew, who are art directors / producers. I've been doing writing ever since I was little. I would create these stories in my head, and I would write out these elaborate stories and doodle the characters that came into my head, and then throughout time, I would do everything from lyrical writing to poetry to script writing, and unfortunately I had this misconception that I wasn't good at writing or creative because my style of writing and creative weren't part of the norm. So towards the end of high school, I kind of steered away towards the fact that I'd be some type of artist because I didn't know what kind of artist I wanted to be. And so That's when I went to a liberal arts college for a year, and while yes, it was fun and it was interesting, I couldn't fully be myself. I couldn't fully express myself as a person, as an artist. And it wasn't until my handy-dandy Google search engine where I was able to kind of figure out what I wanted to do, which was copywriting, and that's my passion. I think I'd be lost without the copywriting department. It gave my life direction at a time where I did feel lost. CCS and the copywriting department really embraces your differences and makes embraces your differences and makes your uniquenesses your strengths. And because of that, I'd like to say that I know exactly what I want to do, which is tell the right stories for people who don't have a voice in societal issues. And so, with that, here is my reel.
All right, so you can see that was some amazing work from Lucine as well. So I also like to talk a little bit about my background and how I got started. So I grew up on the west side of Detroit, 6 Mile, and coming up, I was just like a lot of my friends into like cartoons, animes, drawing. I was really creative, and I had a passion for animation. And it was coming out of high school, going to community college, where I began my studies in animation, and it was there where I developed my skills in graphic design as well. And I can say that the time that I spent in community college was an important time for me because that was a time where I was able to find myself and what I wanted to do professionally as a career. And coming out of community college here is where I discovered advertising and seeing all the work that the students was doing and then finding out that you can get your hands in photography, video. I decided that advertising was the place for me. And I made the right decision. This department here has made me grow leaps and bounds as a creative. I was able to work a lot of jobs, 2 internships every summer, working at the Mars Agency, Duffy Petrosky, and Macavision, just to name a few, and getting real world experience, and they also pay really well. So that was really cool. So when I look back, when I first started, I came in just an artist. So now I'm leaving an art director and a problem solver. So that's changed tremendously. So, advertising at the end of the day is art. At the root, it's about ideas that market a product towards a target consumer. And advertising is a place where you can be creative and use your creativity to make your mark and to make a difference in the world. So with that, I'd like to show my reel of the work that I've done here at CCS.
That was some great work, huh? Nice job, Ralph. My name's Andrew. I'm from Dearborn. And growing up, I was always really interested in drawing. I was always like drawing or sketching or doodling, usually taking interest from like anime and things like that. So when I came on to go to high school, I was thinking a lot about my future and what I wanted to do. And thankfully, my school had a really good design program and a really good video program. So I went through both of them, and it kind of steered me towards the direction of doing something creative for a career. And I went to a big art school in Chicago after that. And I thought it would be everything I wanted in an art school, but it really wasn't. It was too big, and I felt lost in the shuffle. So I came home, and I went to community college for a couple years, and I got a degree in graphic design. And I was looking for jobs after that, but I really wasn't that fulfilled with the ones I was getting. I wanted to do more. And that's where I found CCS, and I found advertising, and it was really cool because it wrapped up all my passions into one. It's a little bit of writing copy, a little bit of making videos, a little bit of designing things if you want to, and you take all those components and you make it into one awesome project. And I came in here as a designer, but leaving, I'm finding myself more as like more of a producer. I like taking all the little pieces and putting them together and seeing the big picture kind of come together. So with that, let's take a quick look at my reel. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Really do appreciate your time and having you here today. Does anybody have any questions or anything about what we talked about? Any curious people out there? Yeah. Should I bring her the mic? I don't know how you guys want to do this. Oh, you might. Cool. Sweet.
If you have a question, you can come up and we will let you ask your question.
I don't know.
I really like that you guys like explain like your background to us and just explain like you guys' different circumstances and how you became to be the people you are today. And I like how you guys' like videos, it kind of gave us like a description of how you guys are and stuff. I like really liked it. So.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Anybody else? Brandy, she has to. You come up here. And what's your name?
Tashari. You said you do poems, right?
Poems?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Can you do one?
Right.
Yeah.
Right now on the spot. Not on the spot, but I can send you one.
Anybody over here?
I can do them.
I have a question over here.
What's the GPA needed for this college?
We can answer that. So the minimum GPA for high school students is a 2.5 cumulative GPA. And then for transfer students coming from a community college or another university, it's a 2.0 or higher GPA.
And merit-based scholarships is given based on your GPA, your test score, and your portfolio. We don't have a designated number for the test score. We just ask that the students take SAT or ACT. The higher the test score, the more merit-based scholarship you should get. Yes. And they can go online to fill out the application, she asked, could they go online to fill out the application? The application is online and it costs you $0.
And there's no essays.
No essay. Your portfolio is your essay. We have rolling admission. She asked when the deadline is. So rolling admission, so we're still accepting applications for the fall of 2018. But for those of you who are rising seniors, juniors, we will open the application after August the 15th for the fall of 2019. We do have some, okay, she's asking. Do we have summer programs? Yes, we do. We do have a pre-college summer experience program. What's the deadline for that one,
The
Brandon?
deadline for the application is June. And for future years, the scholarship deadline for our summer program is March 31st. And the program is 3 weeks in July, so it's this year from July 8th through the 28th. For those of you who want to live on campus or commute, take college level classes with our CCS professors in various majors and earn credit for the school.
Okay, so another question about the application for the summer program. Everything that we have is online, but we do have a table right underneath the light when you first came in the door with all of the admissions information. Is there a question back there too? Okay, I'm coming. I feel like Phil Donahue. I could do.
Is there a certain amount of time that you have to be in community college to enroll here?
No.
We prefer, if you're ready to come from high school, that you come in as an incoming freshman. But for the speakers who spoke, they just weren't sure what they wanted to do. Some of them went into other programs and found that it wasn't really speaking to their passion. So Brandy and I, our admissions counselors, if you're even thinking about CCS, come and talk to us. It can be a very informal conversation where we can look at your portfolio and try and help guide you where you need to be. Any other questions back here?
I think Creed's cutting us off
Okay.
with questions. We need to move on. So we'll have questions shortly after the next speaker.
Okay.
Thank you.